Oh, what are we laughing about?
I noticed.
Oh,
What is
okay.
that you're laughing at? Whoa! That was actual. Oh my God! You didn't have to show that to me.
I didn't try to. He just texted me. Sorry.
What are y'all talking about?
He just texted me. Airplane mode. Okay.
Okay, well, I guess this is what it feels like to be the middle child, ignored, left alone, and unnoticed. Let's get into it.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
Middle children. Who hurt you? Don't answer that because we already know thanks to a 2009 survey. Of the 1,000 parents questioned, a third admitted to giving their middle child far less attention than they give to their other two. Goddamn. A study on PubMed found that middle children have better social skills and generally have larger friendship groups than firstborns. However, despite tending to have more friends and popularity than their siblings, middle children are 20 to 40% more likely to get in trouble at school and be arrested. Now, it's not all bad. Growing up with an older and younger sibling, middle children tend to develop traits like being a good mediator, negotiator, compromising, diplomatic, conflict resolving, and because they also tend to be more social and more open to new ideas and taking risks, it's led to many discoveries, important theories, and social movements, because just some middle children include Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King Jr., Charles Darwin, Bill Gates, Zuck, Michael Jordan, John F. Kennedy, and the list goes on.
Ooh, baby, we got a lot to unpack on these middle children traits. All right, welcome to the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and I got the middle children. We've got DJ here for the very first time, and back with a new perspective, we've got Mary Dean. And of course, one of my favorite funny men ever, we got Jesse James. And baby, I can't wait to get them bites from B, who's back. Come on, Britt. All right, we watched that video. Do we identify with
Some of it.
some of it?
Some of it, yeah.
Okay, what's the sum? Come on, DJ.
I think being the middle child is actually better than a lot of people want to say it is. You don't have the eyes on you. They're focused on everybody else, so you can have a little more fun.
I think he
Make more mistakes, but have a little more fun.
I thought he made a great point about like the friends and the being popular things, because I know my older sister and younger sister, I have way more friends than them, but they don't care. It's not because I'm better at making friends, they don't really care about doing that.
They don't care
But
about
I'm a
finding
little
friends.
social butterfly, meanway.
Same.
Definitely.
Would you
I
all
think
say
he had
you're
a great
social?
point like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Well,
Definitely.
you know, I think the middle children tend to have a vibrant personality from constantly being overlooked.
Like, look at me!
You are going to see me! Mary Dean
see you.
Esquire at thewallstreetlawyer.com.
You
I
made
see
it
you.
2 minutes.
I see you.
You made it 2 minutes. You were so
I thought the props were going to take a little longer to break out, but you know,
so ready.
The way
That was
she put
amazing.
them glasses on, okay, she was ready.
Definitely a middle child.
Yeah, she's had a lot of practice getting the attention back to her. That's for sure.
Right. You're going to see me.
So, how many of you have been arrested or?
what's the statute of
Never.
limitation?
I have 9
arrested.
siblings, and I've been arrested more than all of them combined.
What?
Wow.
Proud of you, dude.
Wow.
Proud of you. Good job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
I've never been arrested.
I've never been arrested.
Proud of you, too.
Maybe it's a
Proud
guy
of you,
thing.
too.
Maybe it's a guy middle.
Well, you're missing
overachievers.
you're missing a lot of fun.
Am
You're
I?
missing a lot of fun.
I think I'll pass on that.
I'll take my tambourine. I'll take
Don't
that.
you know a lawyer?
So that first stat was a little shocking to me.
Yeah.
That the parents actually admitted to giving less attention to the middle children. Was that your upbringing?
Very
Yeah.
much.
Oh, a million percent. Well, I remember calling my mom on a random Thursday night and being like, "Hey, Mom, do you mind if I stay at my friend Scott's house?" And she'll be like, "You're not upstairs." And that's honest as hell. I just stopped calling at some point in time. It's like, all right, they'll call me if they need something.
I
Yeah.
literally would go out to the club with a fake ID during the week on a Thursday. And my mom would be like, okay, you can go. And I would get back home at like 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. And I just recently reminded her this. And she was like, no, you did not. I was like, yes, I did. And she's like, I wouldn't have let you do that. And I was like, I definitely used to go there with my fake ID.
Did you almost say the name of the place? That was a
Well, I call my siblings heaven and hell. Oh. Yeah, literally heaven and hell. And so, I grew up on the south side of Houston, Texas, and I didn't have a mother. So big sister thought she was my mother, and little brother thought he was my child.
Oh, boy. Why didn't you just let your mom raise your kid?
I know, right? So eventually, which really I was the bridge between them two, because they really didn't like each other initially because they were always vying for the #1 spot. See, I wasn't even in the race. So I was the bridge to their relationship because I was best friends with both of them, but they were so much further apart. They didn't have that kind of bonding.
So
with each
you
other.
were the conflict resolution we heard about.
They kind of mentioned in the video, yeah.
Oh, okay. We're going to have to
There's a little bit of
discuss
that. There's a little
the
bit of that.
siblings and how we feel about them. All right. We're discussing middle children tonight, so you stay right there. We'll be right back.
Eldest child. Of course I do all the chores.
I'm the youngest. Of course I don't know what chores are.
I'm a middle child. Sometimes I'm the oldest child. Of course I'm always getting in trouble.
I'm the youngest. Of course I'm the favorite.
I'm a middle child. I love when I'm the oldest child. Of course my siblings always ask me for money.
I'm the youngest. Of course I get everything I want.
I'm the middle
The shade. The shade.
As you know, we're discussing middle children, the forgotten kids of the family with DJ, Mary Dean, Jesse James, and B. All right. Is that what it's like?
It's pretty spot on.
Yeah.
Getting cut off.
Yeah.
Well, no, they let them start, so that's definitely not. They let him start a sentence. So.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But I always say problems are opportunities in disguise. And so if it wasn't for being ignored, I don't know if I would be the butterfly that I am today. So I count it all joy.
And ignored is one word for it, but also the freedom that comes with your parents not paying attention.
That's,
Right.
that's
Like
what
I
it's
said,
about.
being able to do whatever
Was
I
it really
wanted.
a lot of freedom? I mean, you were going to the club as a teen with a fake ID. Your mom didn't even know you were upstairs.
I don't know.
sisters had
I think it's nice.
I'm a
to be
lawyer, so I'm
overlooked
just gonna be
sometimes.
silent.
You get to kind of live life
However you want.
however you want, really, honestly. I mean, a lot of people bitch about being the middle kid, but I don't know, there's perks to it. There's definitely perks to being the middle kid, man.
Like what?
Living life however you
Living
want,
life on
with
your own and
freedom.
being able to go to hardcore shows.
Yeah.
At
definitely.
15 years old and,
Definitely.
think
get caught in the mosh and then as long as you make it home safe.
Right?
Jesse,
They don't-
I feel
they're
like
none the
you have
wiser.
some sort of reservations, and you don't think it's all what it's cracked out to be. Like, I feel like you're struggling with
No, because when I'm just thinking about it, like, yeah, the freedom and all that stuff is amazing, but I don't know about you guys. I know as 7 years old, I wasn't ready to be a dad, and I don't think I did a great job raising myself, even though I did the best that I could. But I sure wish that I'd been given a few more life skills that my siblings were given. Don't get me wrong. The freedom is what made me who I am, and such an independent person and so self-sufficient, and I value that in and of itself. But I regret not getting, I wish I had had that special attention that each one of those received too. But you can't have everything.
That's a good point. That's actually a good point.
Little children unite. I agree with him.
what is going on.
No, I love you, Brandy.
Look, you invited us here, all right? I'm sorry.
I wanted
sister.
you
I
to
love
get
my
real
sister.
because, I mean, you hear about it being overlooked, and the stats of the parents not giving them as much attention.
Absolutely.
Do you feel like you were loved less, nurtured less?
Not
Yes.
loved
I
less.
feel nurtured
Not
less.
loved less.
Not
For sure.
loved, nurtured
Not
less.
loved less,
Yeah.
nurtured less.
Not loved less.
Absolutely.
Definitely nurtured less.
You were loved less?
I'm so sorry.
Oh my I'm so sorry.
No, I don't feel like I was loved less.
We got you. Get her on that side. We're doing reverse Oreo today. Let's go.
I love this.
Oh, you didn't get one. Did you want one
she
too?
didn't.
No, it's okay.
She's good.
We all had this moment.
She's the strong middle child. She doesn't need it.
I am the strong middle child.
What does that mean to be the strong middle child? would you
I
say?
think that I just always had to show up for both of my siblings, so I had no other choice but to be strong. My younger brother is 12 years younger than me, and my oldest brother is 7 years older. So I actually helped deliver my little brother in the house. My mom couldn't even make it to the hospital. And my cousin came over. The ambulance that they actually sent firefighters. And they had never delivered a baby before. So we're all in there like, okay, what do we do? He came out in a sack. So they're calling, they're like, he's in a sack. And he's there on the phone, and they're like, pop it. I will never forget this, because I'm 12 years old delivering a baby. I had never saw the inside of my you know, so I'm like, whoa, hold on. So I just feel like I had to be a parent to my youngest brother, but my oldest brother, he was like my idol. He kind of still is. But I still feel like I was pulled both ways, because they don't really have a close relationship because they're so far. By the time my youngest brother got old enough, my oldest brother was out the house.
He's out the house. Would you say that's the same with y'all siblings? That you guys were the bridge between the older and the younger?
No, I had 2 sisters. Can I tell you about being the middle child for me? So when I was younger, I thought I had 2 sisters, an older sister and a younger sister, so I was the middle child. And then I got a little older and I found out I had a few more older sisters. And my dad got with my stepmom, and they got married, and she had 5 children, and their dad passed away, and he adopted those 5 children. So I ended up back as the middle child in between 10 children after I started as the middle child of 3 children. So there was like a change for a while where I was the younger brother, and then had to go back into being the middle child of 10 again. And if you thought I disappeared with 2 siblings, oh, I was invisible with 10 siblings. Invisible.
Wow.
With
Nothing
10
to see
siblings.
here.
Okay, well, Mary Dean and DJ got some stories to share too, so you stay right there, because the struggles of middle child is real.
You know the trend that's like, tell me you're a middle child without telling me you're a middle child? Listen to this. The picture I'm about to show you is the one and only picture that I have of me and my whole family on my college graduation day. You see the girl in the back with the diploma? That's me. And here's the crazy part. I wasn't supposed to be in this picture. I photobombed it. I photobombed a family picture on my own graduation day. It's been 5 years. I'm still not over it.
Baby! Is that what it's like?
Yep.
That's what it's like. All right, Mary, you're about to share.
Well, my story is similar to his. So maybe about the first decade of my life, I was the big sister to my younger brother, right? We lived in Georgia. My parents were married. So when they got divorced, we moved back to Texas, and then I was reintroduced to my big sister, you know? And so I literally called them, you know, my heaven and my hell. And my brother was very traumatic because I was like his parent. I was like his mother. We didn't have a mother, so I did fulfill that role. But then he got addicted to drugs in New York City. Oh, so I was living that New Jack City life with my brother. So that was very stressful. But then when I came back to Texas again from New York after playing, you know, thewallstreetlawyer.com, my big sister really kind of nurtured me back to health and loved on me, you know, and poured into me. So, you know, I feel like I've got the benefit of both. And while the parents ignored me, but you know, they say your sibling relationships are the closest family relationship that exists. So my siblings really were my world.
My experience with that has also been different.
It ain't the closest
I have
relationship.
sisters, which mean they team up against you all the time on everything. Yeah. Okay. I remember once they emptied out my mom's hairspray in the bathroom doing each other's hair, right? And my mom came out and was like, who did this? The girls' are hair stuck every which way in every direction. I'm sitting there playing video games. The girls team up on me. Mom comes out in the living room. She's like, why would you use all my hairspray? I'm like, what? What? But yeah, they're good for that.
All right, DJ, what's it like for you? I mean, I feel like
I don't know,
you're the one who's happiest to be the middle child.
Not mad
All
at
the
it, man.
freedom, ignored, invisible,
No,
can
yeah.
do what you want.
It's good when there's no eyes on you.
So what was it like between your siblings?
So mine's, I guess it sounds a little different than y'all's. So my older sister was my step sister.
Okay.
My younger brother was my half brother. So I was from my mom and dad. My mom remarried, and then I was in this family. So I was never really liked. You know what I'm saying? Like, new dad was like, oh, these are my kids. My daughter, my son, and then there's this guy. Like, they literally, for my birthday, they built me a room, like on the extension of the house. And I'm like, yeah, I got my own room. This is so tight. Just to keep me away. Literally the rest of the house was like, I was away.
I had my own room
But-
off in the back of the
for
house.
you.
too. That's
No, it's fine.
I feel like he needs a hug.
Yeah, get him next. Let's just trauma bond everybody. What else do we got?
This
You got the
hurts.
brother out already, right?
Yeah,
But I mean,
yeah.
let's trauma bond.
I don't know. I wouldn't be the same person I am today.
Without the
With
life
that
that you
experience.
lived.
I wouldn't love my kid and my wife so much and make them my whole world.
Yeah.
Had it not been like kind of flying solo the whole
Can
time.
I add on to you? That's
Yeah.
100% true
Like-
because I put all that attention into my family.
All the shit I do.
Constantly, and
Jesse
I thirst
definitely
for
does.
that
We've
family,
seen it time and time
100%.
again here on the
But,
show.
You made an excellent point, and I
Yeah.
know a lot of that commitment does come just from being a little bit overlooked. I wasn't outright ignored as a kid. My parents loved me, but I give extra attention to them because of that. That's a great point.
I love that. Oh my God, though. Okay, before we go, I'm asking every sibling group who has it the best and who has it the worst. Is it the firstborn, lastborn, or the middle?
Lastborn. They have it the best.
They have it the
babies have it the
easiest,
best.
but
They
they
have it the
they get the
easiest.
least life skills in my
There we
opinion.
go.
They
They grow up
definitely
to
don't
be
have
terrible
least
people.
life skills. Right, right.
Terrible people.
I would
I
say
need to plead the fifth
Oh,
so
yeah.
bad on this. Oh my God.
Please
They don't have any life skills. They're too baby.
I'm
They are
envious.
so
I'm
baby.
the most envious of the older one, but I really enjoy being around the youngest one because she's delightful. She's
Yeah.
hilarious.
My younger
and
brother and I
carefree
like
happy.
we'll fight like cats and dogs, but there's like a love we have for each other that is like you were saying, the
Unmatched.
sibling.
My big sister has it the best. I mean, she got all the love and attention, but she's responsible because she had to be, right? So she's got that kind of upbringing. So she's disciplined and in
So
charge.
the oldest is the best?
Yes.
Is that the
Well, I
consensus
feel
here?
like the oldest got to be the only child for longer. So
true.
they
That's
got to be an
true.
only child
That's
before.
true.
We've never got to be an only child.
That's true.
What a
So
great
That's true.
it's kind of like
Middle child's the
they.
best.
The oldest
What are we
were
talking
you.
about?
The middle
More.
children are the best.
I mean, you know, okay.
Look at this. Look at these.
All right.
How do you disagree that we're not great?
Okay, we're gonna discuss it over food because my girl B, she brought her bites, and baby, it's time to bite. So you stay right there because we coming back with some midnight munchies. Welcome back to the nightcap. I'm behind the bar now because let me tell you, B is here for what? Midnight Munchies! That's right. All right, Britt isn't just a middle child. She is an entrepreneur, darling. She's a chef.
I am.
And you have the catering company Bites by B.
Yes, I do.
Baby, these are some bites. If
They
I've
are
ever
bites. We like to elevate bites. We like to sting your taste buds and make sure that each guest has an amazing experience. They will leave there talking about the food.
Seen. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So the food overpowers the event, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean,
It steals the show,
it
okay?
steals the show.
I mean, we saw
For the
how
most part.
Mary Dean was stealing the show, tambourine and all. That's
Yeah.
what the food does.
Definitely not a middle child.
Okay. So where should I begin? What do we got?
So right here we have some Cajun deviled eggs. It's just your classic deviled egg with a Cajun blackened shrimp.
I'm a brave it.
Yes, brave it. It's seasoned. I mean, it's one of those things that you just grab and go. Right here we have a shrimp tempura with a sweet chili sauce, and these are usually really amazing because it's literally you can just
Like baby.
yeah, literally. It's easy, it's cute.
You don't have to have a plate.
You
Like,
do
this
not
is-
have to have a plate. And that's the point of different bites at different events because you want to grab and go, especially at like a cocktail hour or something like that. You want to make sure that your guests can keep moving and keep flowing and
Talking.
they don't have to keep, going to a buffet station and things like that. When people are drinking, they want to keep eating.
Baby, don't we? Don't we? Okay. What's going on over
All right.
here? Now this looks like
Yes.
my kind of bite right here.
So these are our jerk chicken kebabs. And when I tell you this is one of my most ordered apps, I actually smoke them on a smoker.
Y'all
okay.
see this? Do y'all see this?
I let them marinate for about 24 to 48 hours sometimes, and when I put them on that smoker, they're spicy. Okay, most people are like,
Oh, okay.
"Is it spicy?" It's jerk.
It's jerk. Do y'all know where it's from?
So it's definitely but the bite, it is amazing. The smokiness, and yes, I would eat one right now too, but
But what?
Yeah, okay.
But what? And I see the middle children walking up because they want some too. Look at them. Uh-huh. All right, wait,
They've
hold
been
on.
waiting, I
They've
think.
been waiting. What's this right here? Go ahead, DJ. Go ahead.
So this is our sweet chili meatball.
Okay, there you go.
And they are hand rolled. They have 5 spices with a sweet chili sauce on top.
Okay, so for people who want to get Bites by B, where can they find you? How do they book you?
So we have an Instagram. It is Bites by B Houston. And you can also email us at bitesbyBHouston@gmail.com.
Perfect. All right.
Yes.
Middle Children Unite.
It's the best meatball I've ever eaten.
All right, I'm gonna let y'all eat. I'm gonna let y'all have a moment, okay? All right, cheers to you at home. Remember, tomorrow we're gonna talk to the babies of the family. See you guys next time.